to see. They may be rivals, but the camaraderie is what it's all about. Can't wait for the final.
Need to estimate your duty? Perform a track and trace? Search for a declaration?
Then download the Jamaica Customs mobile app today. The time by the Jamaica Customs Agency is
12. Thanks for joining us for CVM News at noon for this Monday, September 8, 2025. I'm Amoy Harriet. Up first this afternoon, 60 buses have officially been rolled out under the rural school bus system as the new school year gets underway. The build-up to the rollout of the system has been fraught with controversy as the opposition has criticized the buses as being old and not suitable for Jamaica. The government has defended the buses, with Transport Minister Daryl Vaz dismissing the PNP's claims as false and reckless. The Transport Minister, along with Education Minister Dr. Dana Morris-Dixon and Finance Minister Favour Williams, was among those at the Halfway Tree Transport Centre this morning to oversee the official start of the program. Minister Vaz told our newsroom that no major incidents have been reported so far today.
We are going to do a review at the end of today, and of course at the end of this week we will do a full review to make sure that whatever changes are needed to be made for next week to make it even more efficient will be done. The commitment of the government is that the other 40 buses will be rolled out between September and November, making it 100 buses. And as you know, the announcement by the Prime Minister that there is no cost for the use of students on the rural school bus or JUTC up to October.
In the meantime, with today marking the start of the new school year, President of the Jamaica Teachers Association, that's President of the JTA, Mark Malava, is encouraging his colleagues to be forward-thinking. Kevin Black has the details.
It is time, indeed long past time, that we honor our teachers.
With the teachers' needs high on his list of priorities, JTA President-elect Mark Malava, in his back-to-school message, called on stakeholders in the education sector to begin the year with optimism and determination.
Colleagues, as we open the doors of our school once again, I pause to acknowledge you, the men and women of the classroom, the quiet heroes of our nation. Time and again, you have proven that professionalism and dedication remains the hallmark of our calling. To continue to conduct yourselves with dignity and professionalism that have always defined our vocation.
Malava also took the opportunity to address some concerns regarding the wages of the nation's teachers.
For too long, our teachers in Jamaica have had to bear the burden of salaries that simply do not reflect the demands of the job. Every single data out of the Ministry of Education points to the fact that our teachers are amongst the best performing teachers in this hemisphere. Our teachers deserve proper compensation, equitable resources, and working conditions that reflect their value as nation builders.
He also highlighted that an imbalance exists among the nation's schools, primarily emerging from inequitable funding.
Far too often, the quality of education a child receives depends on geography or circumstance. Some schools are well-resourced, while others struggle just to meet the basics. The JTA continues to press for equity because the child in rural St. Mary is no less deserving than the child in Montego Bay.
Malava is encouraging Jamaica to enter the back-to-school season with a renewed sense of purpose and a passion for learning. Kevin Black reporting for CVM News.
To other news, the final count for the September 3 elections is now complete. The Electoral Office released a statement confirming the completion Sunday night. The results indicate that the Jamaica Labour Party has won 35 constituencies and the People's National Party 28. The JLP has also gained a majority of votes in all 3 by-elections. Now, according to Director of Elections Glaspell Brown, all ballot boxes have been accounted for, despite public concerns of some being missing.
The final count in the vote cast in the general election on September 3rd was completed last night for all 63 constituencies. At the end of the count, the Jamaica Labour Party had 35 majority in 35 constituencies, while the PNP had majority in 28 constituencies. The issue of ballot boxes, all the ballot boxes have been accounted for. All the 7,294 ballot boxes, all the votes in those boxes were counted at all the counting centers across the island.
A police sergeant is dead following a 2-vehicle collision along Marshall Penn Main Road in Manchester. The crash happened sometime after 2 Sunday afternoon. Margie Gordon tells us more.
It's reported that the vehicle of Police Sergeant Patrick Brown collided with a truck transporting cows. The vehicles were coming from opposite directions. Sometime after 2 Sunday afternoon, the sergeant was driving a Honda Fit motor car along the Winston Jones Highway in the vicinity of the Jam gas station. It's believed that Sergeant Brown tried to turn into the gas station and collided with the truck. An eyewitness tells what happened after.
Yeah, right? You hear boom, same time get up, rush, and see what happened. And one man took out 2 people them and come to me, right? 2 of them there ball and hand, one of them skull a show, basically pit out. I guess one of them make the quick and so forth. So basically, we carry both of them. Now I'm going to ask if we can carry us start. Everybody just take out phone, start video and so forth. So just ask one driver if we can carry people them to the hospital and so forth. And he decide say, oh yeah, you might carry. But 2 I gave them that ball, one of them did, the next one separate one, but I told them to carry across the road.
Another eyewitness who claims to have known Sergeant Brown described him as a quiet and decent individual.
This guy when I used to play football at the car check for me. You know him as Sarge. You know, I'm player, but I always broke up at Brooks Park. Carry youth go to school at Brooks Park, and I always carry me and come at Brooks Park. So I always broke up there too. You know, so a good youth man, humble and everything. I just so me know him. See me, whether I end up on the work or not, humble same way. You see me? So I just, boy, Jano, that's a tragedy, man.
He is encouraging motorists to be careful on the roads.
Well, motorists still, Jano, as well, you see, well, you can't say who wrong for right still, but I will just careful on the road, man. I don't know when I feel time I walk what happen, but I will just careful on the road.
Still in Manchester, 2 murders have rocked the poorest community in the parish in a matter of days, leaving residents in shock and authorities on high alert. In the latest incident on Sunday morning, residents of Good Ramble made a grim discovery. The body of 33-year-old Orain Kelsey, otherwise called Bad Bush, was found in a decomposed state along the roadway with multiple gunshot wounds. Just days earlier on Wednesday night, shortly before 10 o'clock, residents in Trinity District reportedly heard a series of explosions and later stumbled upon the body of 29-year-old Garoni Walsh lying on the roadway. He had been shot in the head by unknown assailants. Now investigations have since been launched into the killings. In the meantime, a 48-hour curfew has been imposed in sections of Manchester. The curfew began at 6 o'clock Sunday evening and will remain in effect until 6 p.m. on Tuesday. The restrictions run from the intersection of the Toll Road and Melrose District, the Porous Main Road, to the Redberry District, Barnett Street and Broadleaf community. Police say the curfew is part of ongoing efforts to restore calm and maintain order in the parish. Two Kingston moms turned entrepreneurs are on a mission to make reading more accessible. On this International Literacy Day, the co-owners of Cozy Corner Bookstore share how their passion project is helping parents and children get ready for back to school with special services and resources. CVM's Raymond Morrison tells us more.
It's International Literacy Day, a day where we observe reading across the globe. And here in Jamaica, bookstores are endless.
The persons come to us, they give us their book list, we get all the books, stationery, we get them wrapped, and all they have to do is just pick up or it can be delivered to them. So we ease the stress and the convenience of going back and forth to different stores.
Our space is all about, it's not the regular, typical, boring bookshop. It's interactive, it's fun, it's different. And it's the people who make up the bookshop.
And Raymond will have more in Small Biz Big Dreams in the news at 7. And it's time for a break. Stay with us, more when we come back.
You know what's sweet? The new pack Sweet Living promotion. Win great prizes. Living room set, or bedroom set, or kitchen appliance set, plus 2 consolation prizes of AC units. Send in 5 new pack labels or receipts. Labels must belong to at least the new pack canned beans or peas, new pack ketchup, and new pack oil categories. Fill out the tagline, new pack, more than just value. Place your entry in one of the drop boxes at participating outlets. Enter by mail or online at newpackjamaica.com. Time to live sweet. Enter the new pack Sweet Living promotion, July 13th to September 6th. See the press for more details. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
And that's what you love to see. They may be rivals, but the camaraderie is what it's all about. Can't wait for the final.
Welcome back to CVM News at noon. Now, as I was sharing with you earlier, the government's new rural school bus system has officially been rolled out this morning with 60 buses. The initiative is designed to ease the daily commute for students in rural communities while also providing safer and more reliable transportation. Joining us now to discuss how the process went and what's next for the program is Transport Minister Daryl Vaz. Welcome, Minister.
Good afternoon to you and your viewers and listeners.
So you would have shared with us that this morning was, mainly incident-free, but can you give us an overall assessment of what you've heard coming out of the different parishes in terms of the process this morning?
So the process this morning went smooth in terms of the rolling out of the actual buses. All 60 buses rolled out at 6 o'clock this morning across the island. There were some challenges in terms of the timing of the buses and the time that students came out. So you would expect that this week is going to be a week that you're going to have to be able to tweak at the end of this week. So we're going to do a review at the end of this week. And the schedules might need to be adjusted, routes might need to be adjusted, but overall, I think it went very well in terms of the actual rollout of the first 60 buses, which were published and committed by the government of Jamaica. So we have 40 more that will come out and roll out between September and November, which will make the full 100 buses. So I think what needs to be done now that school has just started back, is to be able to get out the routes and the schedule of times more widely to the rural communities, parents and students. But since school has started back, I think it will move easier in the coming days. There's only three things that are of concern to me, because all obviously in a new initiative like this would not necessarily go 100%. There was a minor accident in Runaway Bay with one of the buses. Thankfully, it was after dropping off the students, and there were no students on board. So it was a minor accident, no major injuries or anything, but that is of concern, obviously. And secondly, there are two incidents, one in Mavis Bank, which is now on social media, and one at the Youngcastle school entrance, where private bus operators deliberately blocked the school buses from accessing the school, and also in Mavis Bank deliberately blocking the school bus to cause a traffic jam and make it seem as if the bus is unable to navigate the terrain to get up to Mavis Bank, which is totally not true because we've done all the tests on those routes. So that's the downside. And again, I just want to appeal to all Jamaica that the election is over. The people have spoken, and I'm just asking everybody to just let us embrace this rural school bus system because it's to benefit all of rural Jamaica. Not one set, not one color, not one creed, or not one political affiliation. And I really hope that these incidents that happened today are just one-off incidents, and of course will not increase and create a problem for the buses to carry the kids on a daily basis. But overall, I'm happy. Of today, I haven't got the full report, and obviously I'm waiting on the evening report. But I can say to all of those parents and students that we are monitoring it, and by the end of this week, we will take on any feedback that we get from the schools, from the parents, from the stakeholders, and make the necessary adjustments to make sure that we can try and service as many schools with as many students.
All right, Minister, let's stick up in right there. We're going to go to a quick break, and when we come back, we'll continue this conversation with Minister Daryl Vaz.
Ashman's Equipment, the new name in forklift sales and rentals in Jamaica. Top quality, low prices, fleet discounts available, 12-month warranty, free service parts, daily rentals, crazy cheap. Ashman's Equipment, same forklift, better deals.
The Reggae Boys' road to FIFA World Cup qualification intensifies this September. On Tuesday, September 9, the National Stadium comes alive when the Reggae Boys battle arch rivals Trinidad and Tobago starting at 7 p.m. Gates open at 4 p.m. Tickets to VIP $10,000, Grandstand $7,000, Bleachers $2,000. Get yours now at jff.quaped.com. All the way, one team. Presented by the Jamaica Football Federation. Sponsors Adidas, Ray & Nephew, Sunshine Snacks, Water, Powerade, St. Mary's, True Shake, Stewart's, and Just Fat.
Being tones if you with them, I gone with them till then sick. Say them I go box and tongue punky.
Welcome back to CVM News Afternoon. Now, before the break, we were talking to Transport Minister Daryl Vaz about the rollout of these 60 buses under the new rural school bus system, rather. Now, Minister Vaz, you mentioned that there was a minor accident earlier, and you also clarified that all students would have been dropped off at that point. Are you in a position to provide any details in terms of what caused the accident?
Yeah, no, I haven't got the details other than to say it was in the center in Runaway Bay.
Okay.
Somewhere in Runaway Bay, and it was about 9:30. So the kids would have been dropped off to school already, and the bus probably went back to park for the evening shift.
Okay.
I saw pictures of it. No major damage, but it's still obviously anything like that is a concern because it could have been worse. It could have been worse, but thankfully it wasn't, and I will get the full details. And as usual, I will share out of transparency and accountability all of what transpires in terms of the rollout of this rural school bus, both the good and the bad.
Okay, so 60 buses so far, 40 more to come. 100 buses, do you think that this suffice in terms of meeting the demand in rural Jamaica? No,
not at all. Not at all. As a matter of fact, this will only do 122 routes. at full rollout at 258 schools, and there are 650 schools in rural Jamaica. So it means that the commitment that the government gave, which is to roll out a full rural school bus in the next 2 financial years, meaning 26, 27, 27, 28, we are now going to start looking to see what other options we have in relation to fit-for-purpose school buses